Hey folks, welcome to our channel. My name's Aaron.
My name is Jaja, and together we are
Off-Grid Island Family. And our baby's right there. And you will also see Mom and Sister Mira.
Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
And why not share with a friend? Hope you enjoy our video. Here we at Honda because the check engine light is on. So the second maintenance is between 2,000 and 4,000, which I thought was quite a spread on kilometers. Yeah, 3,700. I was going to bring it in at 4 to be in the middle of the 2,000 to 6,000 spread, but due to the check engine light, I'm bringing it in a bit early. This one here, right? Okay. So this is basically the original version of what I bought the first time I came to the Philippines, the Motorstar 125. It's a Chinese licensed copy of the TMX. So I'm sure a lot of the parts might be higher quality on the Honda version, like the gauges, for example. But overall, it's the same technology, and from what I understand, the first drum brake was invented in 1912 by Maybach, if I'm not mistaken on the year there. So I finally decided it's time to modernize brakes a bit. And that's why we bought the ADV. But this one is 60K, so about $1,000, just over $1,000. Whereas I think the Motorstar copy is around 42, so you save about $200 getting the copy. But again, the quality of the brake levers, switches, gauges, it's worth the extra $200 if you're going to get one of these more primitive motorcycles. You also have a better chain tensioning system here. Yeah, there's lots of details that are much better on the Honda version for the extra $200, which should be kind of a no-brainer. Now here's the PCX 160. I think structurally it's very similar to the ADV. Smoother lines, more for street obviously. But the big difference is in the front suspension, tires, and especially the rear suspension. This is strictly for street use, whereas the ADV is set up for adventure off-road. So you have much better front forks, better tires, and lots more details in the design. And fit and finish. It's just, in my opinion, a better looking bike. The other one looks a bit sleepy. And you can have the white one or the red one for $165,500. So basically $3K, I would think, more or less. And whereas the PCX is $150, well, $149, so the difference is about $17K. But that one just makes me sleepy looking at it. And this one makes me want to jump on and check out some waterfalls or something. CBR 150. Front ABS. Nice forks. Nice looking bike. I thought about getting one of these in Indonesia, but plans there didn't work out.
So did you hit rock?
Probably. So So is it low on oil?
It's leaking.
Is that the engine oil?
No. Unsa na yan ako na ya? Acetic na ang oil?
City, oh. Engine oil.
Engine oil, sir. The engine oil. Damage siya wala.
Kira.
It's okay, sir.
It's okay?
There's no damage.
Oh, you scared me. I was really, really worried there. Oh, I see.
One,
Yes, yes.
only
Gotcha.
damage.
But it's not cracked. Oh, good, 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 good. Whew. Yeah, so as regular viewers will know, I've done some pretty aggressive off-roading with the ADV. And I broke off a little piece of the casting at the bottom side of the engine block, but it turned out just to be like this tab, this corner tab that was sticking out from the casting process basically, and that chipped off, but the block is not chipped and it's not leaking. So, whew, because that would probably be the most expensive thing to fix on one of these, I would guess. And then for only $122, you can get the Click 160, which has, again, the same mechanicals as far as the drive system goes. It's got the rear traction control ESP Plus system. So I think basically the drivetrains are plug and play between the ADV, the 160, and the PCX. But this one, the Click 160 is obviously a bit smaller. So I guess that would mean faster, possibly. And you also don't have front ABS on the 160. So for me, that's a big deal. Oh, 4,000 off. So this one would be 118 today. Quite a savings over the PCX. So 118K for that one, or 149 for this one. But for that extra 20, you have, sorry, actually 30. For an extra 30, so $600, you get ABS on the front. It's larger. Alright, so just got the oil changed, and check engine light still on. They tried to tell me that it always stays on and then blinks when there's a problem, and I said no. It came on for the first time 2 days ago, and then they called another mechanic over who said yeah, that's probably true, it should probably not be on unless there's a problem. So they said now I have to take it to the dealer where I bought it for the maintenance warranty. Bistayan?
Bistayan? What is that?
Sand or gravel? I don't know. Bistayan? Let me show you let me show you. I see. So I see.
It's like the
more rocks in
the seating. It's the seating for the hull blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna use for it. Yeah, it's good for sand Dubai. But if you do the finish, you'll use the sand Leyte or sand Trinidad.
Okay, I think Leyte then.
Leyte, you go for
Or
it.
Trinidad? But Trinidad is half the price of Leyte.
Yeah, it's a brown color.
But is it okay or no?
It depends on the one we're gonna use.
Okay, let's just do Leyte so there's no question.
Okay.
So fitting with my suspicions, Jaja remembered when we bought it, them saying that any maintenance or warranty stuff could be handled by any Honda dealer, which makes perfectly logical sense because that's the way it is in every other country that I know of. If you buy a name brand vehicle, or yeah, it's any dealership can handle warranted maintenance or repairs. So it sounds like we're getting the good old-fashioned run around again. We're gonna go find out. Now we have to go back to that dealership that we were hoping we were finished with, but looks like the story continues. So we're forced to come back to the Honda dealership again. And this is what you do, guys. You take your chili from your garden, because a lot of the restaurants run out of them halfway through lunch. So you have to bring your own. You mash it up with a spoon, add vinegar, soy sauce, and you're all set for your bacon cocaine crack. Addictive as heroin. And then a little bit of chicken. But let's not forget the virtue signaling by getting vegetables to show everyone what a good, healthy person you are. Huh? Got a virtue signal a little bit. So this is actually getting the husks off of the rice. I don't know if that's what Ray does, but that's what they do here. Go. Okay. Does it say 160 or 150? Here, ADV. Well, or maybe one. No surprise there.
Oh,
okay, let's see how that fits. Why don't you start on that? Yes. But get a dry rag, a dry clean rag, and just wipe the surface real quick.
yeah. Let's
Pretty soft rubber, but it is some kind of rubber.
Mommy, you're not playing. Look at her.
Lexi! You silly puppy. You're just a silly puppy.
Okay. That.
Looks like it. Okay, next. This is because when baby sits up here, he puts his shoes on. You can see the scratches there and there. So the main ones are the ones here. This one actually I don't even know if I would have put on, but whatever. It can be there for now. Taking a risk, Lexi. Taking a risk. Those cats will beat the crap out of you.
Like this?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think get as close to this line as you can. Kind of pull this so it lines up properly. Yeah. Not that much, babe. Not a banana.
That?
It's not quite straight.
Look.
Okay. That's the main one for baby shoes. Same. Right on the edge of that line. Yeah. Down more. You're up too high. Right.
Fix it.
That's not bad, it's just up here. There. Okay. Good.
This. And look at this.
Ooh.
Hayay.
Why is the corner of that post all chipped up like that? It probably came off when they took the form off. Anyway, Ray will fix that, I'm sure. Looks good. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yes.
Now baby can put his shoes up here all he wants. Oh, and also, so I used to carry a big backpack here, and it fit really well, but it scratched up the top of the thing, so now we could carry a backpack there again too. Yeah, I didn't finish talking about this. So this light came on a few days ago. Went to the Honda dealer in Carmen. They changed the oil and reset the service, and it stayed on. And then they tried to tell me that that was perfectly normal, and that it blinks when there's a problem. I said, no, normally that is not on, and it should only come on if there's a problem to tell you to stop driving. And they said, okay, well then take it to the dealer you bought it from, and it's their responsibility to deal with it. So we go there in Trinidad, and they said that it's a bad sensor and don't worry about driving it. And I told them the same thing. I said, well, normally that light comes on to tell you not to drive so you don't damage the engine. And they said no, go ahead, and if there is a problem, we will cover the replacement of the engine. So, but the funny thing is, they said that if there is a problem with the engine, it won't start. But that's what the sensor would do. The sensor would tell the system not to allow the engine to start. So if the sensor is faulty and it's on, we shouldn't be able to start the engine. So whatever, they said just keep driving it until they get the part in.
It's on.
Yeah, I know. Is that right, babe? From Honda, they're ordering the part?
They're ordering the sensor.
The sensor, yeah. Okay.
Mommy and Daddy.
So rudely. Good job.